Hi everyone, and welcome. In this video, we'll break down some essential clauses in the OREA Form 100 Agreement of Purchase and Sale, HST, title search, future use, title, and closing arrangements. Understanding these will help you navigate the complexities of a real estate transaction. This video provides general information about real estate forms and should not be considered legal advice. I am not a lawyer, and the information presented here is not a substitute for consulting with a qualified legal professional. Laws regarding real estate transactions vary by jurisdiction, and it is crucial to seek legal counsel to ensure your rights and interests are protected. Let's start with HST. In Ontario, HST is a consumption tax applied to most goods and services. In real estate, the application of HST can be complex. Resale homes. Generally, HST is not payable on the resale of existing residential homes. This is the most common scenario. New construction. HST is typically applicable to newly constructed homes. The builder usually includes the HST in the purchase price. Substantial renovations. In some cases, substantial renovations that essentially create a new dwelling can also trigger HST. Rebates. There are potential HST rebates available for new home purchases and some renovations, but eligibility depends on specific criteria. It's best to consult with a tax professional or accountant for details. The agreement should clearly state whether HST is included in the purchase price or if it's in addition to the price. Title search. The title search clause allows the buyer's lawyer to examine the property's title to ensure there are no issues, such as liens, mortgages, or other encumbrances. Purpose. The title search protects the buyer by verifying clear ownership of the property. Timeline. The agreement specifies a time frame for the title search to be completed. This is usually a few weeks before the closing date. Requisitions. If the lawyer finds any issues with the title, they will raise requisitions, which are requests to the seller to resolve these problems. Future use. The future use clause is important if the buyer intends to use the property for a specific purpose beyond standard residential use. This clause states that it's the buyer's responsibility to verify that their intended use is permitted by zoning bylaws and other regulations. Example: if the buyer plans to run a home-based business, they need to confirm that this is allowed in that specific zone. It's crucial to do your due diligence before finalizing the purchase. Title, transfer of ownership. The title section deals with the actual transfer of ownership from the seller to the buyer. Clear title. The seller is obligated to provide good and marketable title, meaning a title free from significant defects. Transfer on closing. The legal transfer of ownership occurs on the closing date when the deed is registered in the land registry office. Closing arrangements. The closing arrangements clause outlines the practical steps involved in finalizing the transaction. Lawyers. Both the buyer and seller will typically have lawyers representing them. Key exchange. The keys to the property are usually exchanged on the closing date after all funds have been transferred and the title has been registered. Adjustments. This clause also addresses adjustments for things like property taxes and utility bills, which are prorated between the buyer and seller. Understanding these clauses is crucial for a successful real estate transaction. Remember, this video is for informational purposes only and does not constitute legal advice. Always consult with a real estate professional or lawyer for specific advice. Thanks for watching.